Right now, there are hundreds of wrongfully convicted Canadians incarcerated. Innocence Canada has helped to exonerate 21 innocent people since it began operation in 1993. Stella Aquisto has the latest now on 3 individuals who will be featured in our new CityNews podcast today. It is Wrongfully Convicted Day today.
Yes, it's Wrongful Conviction Day. And so basically over a month ago, I was listening to this US-based podcast. It's called Wrongful Convictions by Jason Flom. And it inspired me to kind of do a bit of digging. So I started researching and trying to find out what happens here in Canada, kind of how the system works, and also to find out how many people have been wrongfully convicted. So I did a bit of research and stumbled upon this date, and I was like, okay, I'll make this date my deadline. So October 2nd, Wrongful Conviction Day, I decided to showcase 3 people, talk about 3 people's stories. The first one is Maria Shepherd. She was wrongfully convicted of killing her 3-year-old daughter. And it was based on an autopsy from disgraced pathologist Charles Smith. And then the second podcast looks at someone who was wrongfully convicted of assault and sexual assault. And then the third one is David Milgaard, and we all know that case is a popular one. And
you have to, what's your sense of how these people are feeling now? I mean, obviously there's got to be some anger, almost a seeking vengeance. Or how are they feeling?
It's just that from everyone that I've spoken to that has been in the system, it's really hard to reintegrate back into society. There's a lot of things that bother them. For example, I was talking to Jamie Nelson, who was the one who was wrongfully convicted of assault and sexual assault, and he told me that the sound of keys bother him.
Wow.
And there's many people. There's people that can't even sleep inside their home once they actually get out of prison because it bothers them. They feel like they're sleeping in a cell. There's so many different things, the way it impacts their lives, but even their families.
All right, now you've brought a clip for us. What are we going to see?
So this is actually just the intro of my audio series. So there's three parts of my audio series, which you can download on CityNews, and this is the intro for it.
There's innocent people who are going to die in prison.
The driver's door was flung open.
That conviction altered the course of my entire life.
I was cautioned not to run or I'd be shot in the back in front of my children.
Some people have longer sentences than I do.
Why were we not good enough for fairness?
Mine was enough to kill me.
It cost me my whole life.
Imagine being locked up in a prison cell, serving a sentence of 5 years, 10 years, 20 years for a crime you did not commit. Then waiting years after your release for the world to find out you were innocent the whole time. These are minutes, hours, and days of time that was taken away from you, time you won't get back. Not to mention the damage it has done to your image, your name.
That is just heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
So again, tonight, starting on CityNews, and you can tell us about the podcast.
You can actually download the audio series right now. You can also stream it on our website, citynews.ca. You'll see all the links there for every single one.
Thank you very much. Very poignant story.
Thank you.
Here's Melanie in the newsroom.